KGUN9 on your side at 10 starts now.
Local officials reacting to news that President Trump will hold a rally next week in Phoenix.
So far, one official from Phoenix and a congressman from Tucson appear to be unhappy about the president's plan.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Guy Atchley.
And I'm Whitney Clark. Stella has the night off.
First of all, Phoenix Mayor Greg Stanton is not happy about the president's visit. He is asking President Trump to cancel his appearance next week, saying he's disappointed in the timing of the visit. Stanton said in a statement today, "It is my hope that more sound judgment prevails and that he delays his visit."
And when he comes to Phoenix, I plan to be there in a counter demonstration, basic to the tenets of Martin Luther King and Cesar Chavez. Nonviolent resistance, pushback, and defiance.
That was from a video Congressman Rahul Grijalva posted on his Facebook page today in regard to President Trump's planned trip to Phoenix on Tuesday. Grijalva says he's calling out the president not for taking a hard enough stance against white nationalists. He also spoke at length about why the president should not pardon former Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio, calling Arpaio a racist.
Former Sheriff Arpaio spoke for the first time about the possibility of a presidential pardon. He said he would accept the pardon if the president offered it.
Well, I'd appreciate it. I didn't ask him, but I'm not turning it down. I have a deep respect for the president, and from day one, I've been with him, and I'll be with him to the end, period.
Arpaio was convicted of contempt of court for failing to follow a judge's orders to stop his immigration patrols. He faces up to 6 months in jail. His lawyer says he's filed 2 motions, one to get a new trial, another to get him acquitted.
Today, the White House named an interim communications director. 28-year-old Hope Hicks will take over at the press podium. She's worked for Trump brands since 2012, starting out on Ivanka Trump's fashion brand. She also worked as the White House director of strategic communications. White House officials say they'll announce a permanent replacement when the time is right.
New tonight, we are seeing body cam video that shows the moment police arrested a mother at the hospital for child abuse. In May, a 9-month-old baby died.
Now the child's mother, 25-year-old Salma Rodriguez, and her 22-year-old boyfriend, Ivan Herrera, are facing charges. 9 on your side's Jennifer Martinez has more on the story and that new video.
New police body cam footage shows when police arrested 25-year-old Salma Rodriguez.
Based on these injuries and what's going on tonight, you're going to be arrested.
Rodriguez and her boyfriend, 22-year-old Ivan Portillo Herrera, are accused of killing her 9-month-old son. According to police records, the couple told Tucson police that the baby was laying on the couch when he rolled off and fell on the floor. According to these records, the baby began to cry and then became unresponsive. 911 was called and the baby was taken to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries. However, doctors say the injuries were not consistent with the fall. Doctors discovered the baby not only had new injuries but older ones as well. Those injuries include a skull fracture that led to the child's death a few days later. The couple is facing multiple charges, including first-degree murder and child abuse. They're due back in court in September. Jennifer Martinez, KGUN9 on your side.
New details in last night's homicide near Colbin I-10. Tucson police have identified the man killed by a security guard as 35-year-old Thomas Allen Dickinson. The security guard told police Dickinson threw a rock at his car while he was on duty. The 2 men got into a fight, and that's when the shooting took place. Police took the guard in for questioning. He was not arrested. An alleged drunk driving suspect, 32-year-old Aaron Amon, is now facing a second-degree murder charge in connection to a car crash from July. She was arraigned today. She's accused of causing multiple accidents and facing a number of charges, including second-degree murder, endangerment, and charges related to driving while under the influence. Last week, we learned 21-year-old Hannah Parkhurst died as a result of her injuries from the crash at Pantano and Stella. A spokesperson for the Pima County Superior Court says Amon is out on $50 $50,000 bond. Today, the judge added pretrial services supervision to her release conditions, which includes drug and alcohol testing. If a defendant violates their court-ordered release conditions, a judge is notified, and it's possible that defendant could be returned to custody.
Fall is in the air. Don't panic. The monsoon is coming back.
That's right. 9 on your side's Chief Meteorologist Aaron Christensen is here with more. Hey, Aaron.
Hey guys, yeah, this morning was the coolest temperature that we have recorded in 74 days at the airport. I have to say, it almost felt like fall in the air with 68 degrees. Our average is 73. You have to go back to early June to find a day when we were cooler. But don't worry, yes, the monsoon is going to make a comeback, and those daytime temps certainly don't feel like fall just yet. We're now at 84 degrees in Tucson, 78 Sells, 71 Nogales, and 74 in Sierra Vista. So will we be as cool tonight? We're forecasting a temperature that's pretty close, 69 degrees with clear skies. And are you ready for Monday's solar eclipse? Coming up, I will have the Tucson times to watch and those viewing conditions.
Thanks, Aaron. The third superintendent finalist for TUSD took questions from the public tonight at Catalina High School. Gabriel Trujillo is currently serving as interim superintendent for the district. Trujillo says academic achievement is most important to him if he gets the job.
I have to be really focused on academic achievement and understanding that the role of the superintendent is to be an academic leader who's skilled at navigating political challenges.
Tomorrow is the last candidate forum. It will feature Donna Hargens from 7 to 9 at Saguaro High School. We'll also hear from her tomorrow night at 10 right here on KGUN9.
A Tucsonan asked for help, and she got it. Why the community turned out today in a big way to help with some yard work.
And how university officials are making sure transgender students feel welcomed this move-in week.
Plus, how the Better Business Bureau says scammers could be capitalizing on excitement over the eclipse. You're watching KGUN9 on your side. New at 10, people coming together to help a family in need. A couple of weeks ago, a Tucson woman asked for help to clean her yard after her husband became ill.
Today, volunteers from all over Tucson came together to lend a hand. 9 on Your Side's Jennifer Martinez shares the touching cleanup.
In February, Jennifer Simmons' husband was diagnosed with stage 4 laryngeal cancer, making Jennifer the only income with little to no time off to take care of her home. But recently, Simmons needed a lot of help.
I need them to renew my lease, so I asked for help in clearing the yard so I could have a good home inspection. I just got overwhelmed with doing everything by myself.
With monsoonal storms, the weeds in her yard became waist high.
It's a hard pill to swallow, but I asked for help and I put it on Facebook.
More than 100 people responded.
This is so important for us to be here to simply clean up somebody's yard, whatever it takes.
But it wasn't easy telling her husband. He was actually embarrassed.
He was the guy that worked 6 days a week and never stopped working. And when he was tired, he was still working. And he did the yard. That was his thing. Our thing was, I do the inside work, he does the outside work.
Radiation and chemo made him sensitive to the heat. In turn, working outside like he always loved to do was difficult. Close friend Robert Romero was one of the volunteers helping clean up on Wednesday.
When somebody has a situation they go through in life, they never know how hard it's going to be. And sometimes you might need more than your wife. You need the community to help, pitch in.
Because of their efforts, Jennifer says she and her husband are forever grateful.
It restores my faith in humanity, in that there's so much negativity in the world today that people that I don't know would come to my house and help me pull weeds and cut grass. Just restores my faith a little bit there.
And Jennifer says she loves Tucson and everyone who came out to help. Those volunteers cleaned up not only the front, but also the backyard. Whitney?
How sweet was that?
Fantastic.
Yes, we loved that story. Aaron?
Well, our eclipse on Monday could be seeing a few clouds. We'll talk about those viewing conditions and exactly the time you want to check it out here in Tucson coming up.
Speaking of, scammers are taking advantage of the coming eclipse. How to keep your eyes and your wallet safe. You're watching KGUN9 on Your Side.
Classes start Monday at the University of Arizona, and today more than 6,000 students moved into their new homes. University President Robert Robbins helped students move into their new digs. Regular move-in day is tomorrow.
And Good Morning Tucson has a special show planned for Monday to help kick off U of A's first day. Samantha Cortese and Pat Paris will be live on the U of A campus near Old Main for the show, so make sure you are up with them Monday starting at 4:30 a.m. University House officials are taking steps to make sure every student who lives on campus feels safe and welcome, including transgender students. Housing officials say they hope students moving in this week feel at home and stay the whole year.
Definitely new opportunities and experiences, trying to get used to campus and being a freshman.
18-year-old Tucson native Serena Cruz is the student president of the Arizona Sonora Residence Hall at the U of A, one of the school's biggest. It's her responsibility to run programs to welcome and entertain students who come to
U of A is offering an option that it calls open housing, where transgender and non-conforming students can speak with a counselor about what housing options are the best for them. Monday's solar eclipse will be a spectacle for most people, but for researchers, it'll be a real scientific opportunity.
When the moon blocks the brightness of the sun, scientists will get a better look at the corona, the atmosphere around the sun. That should give them a better chance to study solar storms that send electrically charged particles toward Earth.
We know that solar storms can come from the sun, interfere with the Earth and the satellites around the Earth, but we're not really that great at predicting them. By understanding the solar wind better, we're going to be able to predict the solar storms better and understand how they have an impact on our technology.
Dr. Matt Penn is with the National Solar Observatory Office at the U of A, but since Arizona won't get a total eclipse, he's going to Oregon to view the eclipse there.
It's a rare event, so a lot of people just want to be a participant in it, but we're having a lot of scams that are happening.
Bureau officials say some companies may be taking advantage of all the excitement surrounding the solar eclipse. They say to look out for counterfeit glasses that could not offer ample protection. Also, make sure you're booking any hotel stays with a BBB accredited party. And look out for bus trips that could leave you stranded on the big day. Links to check on all of your eclipse plans at KGUN9.com.
Now, KGUN9 on your side first warning weather with Chief Meteorologist Aaron Christensen.
Let's first check out our current conditions. Right now, Davis Mountain Air Force Base, 81 degrees. Our humidity, 32%. In the air there is calm. No lightning strikes to track on the horizon this evening. In fact, our monsoon still taking a bit of a vacation, an extended one at that. The next 3 days will be quiet. We're forecasting mostly sunny. Tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, staying dry, and our temperatures will be flirting with 100. We'll be at 99 tomorrow, the century mark Friday, and pretty close to that again on Saturday. But don't panic. Our monsoon will make a comeback. It runs all the way through the end of September. And we start to see our chance for rain moving in Sunday at 20%, and then, wouldn't you know, Monday at 40%. Perfect timing for our solar eclipse, right? Under normal circumstances, we would have crystal clear skies. But we're really not panicking about that increase in cloud cover because we're expecting most of those storms to move in during the late afternoon and evening hours. So the eclipse going on in the morning should be good as far as visibility is concerned, especially for the start. The eclipse begins here in Tucson at 9:16. The point of maximum eclipse, 10:36. Now do bear in mind, we'll only see about a 60 to 70% eclipse of the disk of the sun's light. So by the time the eclipse is all finished, shortly after noon, then we're calling it just fair visibility. That's when a few of the clouds will start to move in, but we're not expecting rain or thunderstorms to really get in the way as of yet. Now, the anatomy of a solar eclipse, and a lot of this you probably already knew. Moon orbits the Earth, Earth orbits the sun, right? But on Monday, we are going to be in a really unique situation where the United States is going to be directly under the shadow of the moon as it passes between the sun and the Earth. We here in Arizona will be in part of the penumbra shadow, sort of the outskirts of the main shadow. The umbra, that is the direct shadow. And the folks who are under that direct shadow or the umbra are in what we call a line of totality. More on that in just a bit. What you don't want to do, though, come Monday is stare directly at the sun. You don't want to wear simply sunglasses to try to view the eclipse either. You have to have those special solar eclipse viewing glasses. And we've posted a lot of information on our website, KGUN9.com, as to where you can find some of those glasses. This is that path of totality I was talking about, this line here stretching from Salem, Oregon, all the way down through Columbia, South Carolina. The folks who are on that line will see the full eclipse of the sun. And then as it spreads out from there, 90%, 80%, 70%, so on and so forth. You can see Tucson right now with that yellow disk showing fair conditions for the peak of the solar eclipse. Other areas like Detroit, Chicago, looking at clear skies or good conditions. Minneapolis, poor conditions. Albuquerque, poor conditions, so on and so forth. So not too bad for the folks who are in that line of totality. And by the way, you want to check out my Facebook page, Erin Christensen KGUN, KGUN in all caps, and look for this post with the photo of all the folks with their solar eclipse glasses on staring up the sky. Click on that because that will take you to a slew of information about the Great American Eclipse, as it is being called. A look at the 7-day forecast now. Again, that chance for showers and storms, 20% Sunday, 40% come Monday, but primarily in the afternoon and evening. So we should get the solar eclipse in without too much cloud cover. Guys?
Aaron, thank you. Jason, we want Trier to stay healthy this year, don't we?
Yeah, no injuries, no issues, a full season of Alonso Trier. Well, today we did see him in Barcelona. That's where the Wildcats are playing their Spanish tour. How Trier dominated on offense and defense for the Cats. Plus an embarrassing moment for a U of A alum at Fenway Park. You're watching KGUN 9. Stay with us.
Now, KGUN9 On Your Side Sports with Sports Director Jason Barr.
Bearing down in Barcelona, the Wildcats had a little tougher competition today against the Matero All-Stars. It is the second game of their Spanish tour. Raleigh Alkins did not play. He has a shoulder injury. Let's go to some first quarter action. A little give and go between freshmen. Brandon Randolph to DeAndre Ayton for the alley-oop dunk. Wildcats go up by 3. Then some defense. Alonzo Trier picks the opponent's pocket. He's off to the hoop for the one-hand slam. Trier hoping for a season with no injuries or issues. Here he spots up from 3 and knocks it down. Trier with a team-high 21 points. Second quarter, some passing from Alonzo. Finds Chase Jeter for the slam. Jeter a transfer from Duke, who's going to have to sit out a season. Back to the outside game. This is freshman Alex Barcelo for 3. He is from Tempe. And then more from DeAndre Ayton, imposing his will inside for the lay-in. 18 points, 9 rebounds from Ayton. Wildcats win it 99-74 as we see a dunk here from Brandon Randolph. They'll play one more game on Friday in Barcelona. Well, one day after Pima County made a pitch to the Brewers, Milwaukee yet to respond. The Brewers are looking to relocate their spring training facility from Maryvale Park in Phoenix. It's considered a long shot, but Pima County is trying to lure the Brewers to Keno Stadium. It is the Diamondbacks continuing their interleague series with the Astros, although the teams are now in Houston. Down 5-1 in the 8th, Paul Goldschmidt, the Houston native, uncorks his 29th home run of the season. It's a 2-run shot, and it's now a 5-3 game. Next batter for the D-backs, it is J.D. Martinez. He gets a hold of one. This is good for a solo home run. Diamondbacks go back-to-back, and they are within 1 run. So we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and that is when the Astros blow it open. Josh Reddick with a line drive home run off Andrew Chafin. Astros win 9-5. Diamondbacks lead the Brewers by 4 games for the final wild card spot. And finally, a ceremonial first pitch gone wrong at Fenway Park tonight, honoring the 50th anniversary, yikes, of the 1967 pennant-winning team. That was a pitch from a fan that hit a photographer who, get this, happens to be a U of A alum. His name is Tony Capobianco. He was okay. Red Sox beat the Cardinals tonight 5-4.
Well, that was just embarrassing all the way around.
For everybody involved.
Yeah. Thank you, Jason.
Whitney, you too.
I hadn't seen that. It was the first time I'd seen that.
A free offering for a football team with a new home.
How LA Chargers fans are showing their lifelong commitment next. You're watching KGUN9 On Your Side. The Chargers are offering fans a free perk to celebrate their move to Los Angeles.
The Chargers made their debut at the StubHub Center in Carson Sunday, and this week they told fans to head to a tattoo parlor in West Hollywood for some free ink. They offered a limited number of tattoos today and yesterday. All the ink was from a predetermined set of designs.
Okay, are you guys in?
That's one way to advertise, isn't it?
I tell you what, they better not move again. Imagine a Rams fan. It would say L.A., cross it off. St. Louis, cross it off. Say L.A. again.
I was just going to ask what happens when they move again.
Yeah, they'll have to have the free tattoo removal.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a company ready to do that too.
Yeah.
Let's give you one last look at the 7-day forecast. Clear skies all the way through Saturday and near 100. Our monsoon kind of gets revved up again here. Sunday, 20% chance for showers and storms, 40% Monday. But I do believe we'll get the solar eclipse in the morning with mostly clear viewing conditions.
We'd better, hadn't we? That's our news for now. Thanks for watching and good night.